Riding Shotgun is one of the new events that came live with the Wastelanders DLC. And there's probably a few things you missed so far. Let me show you how to solo the event while maxing out the rewards. Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. I have been running the new event Riding Shotgun dozens and dozens of times in the past few days, and I decided to make a complete walkthrough. Despite not being a public event, this new experience can offer you a lot of value, such as treasury nodes and up to 120 cabs per event completed. You can also get a full costume out of it if you are lucky enough. Now let me show you how to solo everything while gathering 4 supply crates and unlocking the best rewards possible. It's really not difficult, but there's quite a few things you should keep in mind. Let's start. Well, before we get to the walkthrough, please make sure you don't die during this event. There is a slight chance that enemy NPCs steal your equipped weapon when you die. Many players have already lost their epic and legacy weapons this way, and it's really not a great feeling, as you can imagine. So it's important to understand that basically you cannot die here if you want to farm this event safely. Play extra safe, use environment as shelter, reload behind walls, keep your HP high by using stim packs and other buffs, and for bloodied builds, please don't go around with 5% HP. It's very easy for some of the Blood Eagles to kill you in 1 second, if you are low HP like that. Also expect to find several legendaries during the event, I would say 2 to 5 per run. That's my standard. This means you get to farm legendaries as well, but it also means battles can be more challenging. Now that we got this important point out of the way, let's move on. For starters, let me tell you that the Riding Shotgun event can only be started through player activation. It's not a public one, therefore it doesn't start on its own. The cooldown is about 1 hour and you can start it yourself at Vinny Costa, a male NPC dressing a suit who is located at the Big Bend Tunnel East. Now, the first option will start the event if it's not on cooldown. If it is, then Vinny will tell you to slow your horses and nothing will happen as obvious. In that case, you might want to server jump to find the event elsewhere. You should keep an eye on this location in public servers in case someone else starts the event while you are doing your own stuff. You can join it while it's active, but the fast travel is not free, unlike public events. When you manage to start the event, you will see 2 Blue Ridge Caravan members getting inside the tunnel. They will escort 2 pack brahmins, and players are the extra helping hand. What's curious here is that you can get paired with 3 different teams. That's right. I used to think there was only one team with Eugene and Kieran. I got them about 20 times before I saw anyone else. Funny enough. But there are 4 more NPCs in 2 teams, Libby Wen and Carver Timmerman, as well as Aries and Rudy Fernandez. Each team has 1 trader, which is extremely useful at the end of the tunnel. It means you can gather gear and junk during the event and sell it at the exit. That's what I call strategy. Anyway, each character has its own personality and some short dialogues between the pairs, which makes the event a bit less tedious to do. Let's keep on moving. Once you get inside the tunnel, the event will officially start and you must talk to the team leader in order to proceed. You have about 2 minutes to do this, otherwise the event will fail. The caravan party should start moving shortly towards the first checkpoint where NPCs have a short talk with one another. Now, this is the first conflict area. You will face an enemy ambush and Blood Eagles will come from both front and back. Don't venture too much far off from the brahmins, since enemies will focus them. The NPCs go down very easily as well, so don't count on them to defend anything, especially if you are soloing the event. I usually kill one or two of them and quickly return to the caravan to defend the opposite side. Sometimes the caravan starts moving while enemies are still spawning, so make sure to check their backs too. Once the first wave is down, keep following the tunnel until you reach the road blockage and a train car. Expect more blood eagles to flank you from both sides, and the dogs always come first, and VADS usually doesn't target them near the brahmins, so make sure to kill them on the way. They can kinda hide under the brahmins, as such, check their HP bars or pay attention to the bite sounds to know if the dogs are there or not. As for the eagles, they also take cover behind objects and VATS doesn't always target them. This means you might have to do a lot of manual targeting. It is the way it is. Moreover, ignore all the tunnels if you are soloing, you don't have time to search for crates right now. Just focus on defending the caravan. We will get there soon enough. Don't worry. After the two enemy waves in the main tunnel, you will face a boss fight in the center room. You will find several blood eagles and a captain who's always a legendary from 1 to 3 stars. A second legendary is not uncommon to spawn here, just for your information. Now, I highly advise you to use a long-range weapon for this part. I usually use my shotgun for the normal enemy waves, but for this specific boss fight, I change it to my heavy 50 cal gun. Getting up there quickly is not easy. Yes, you can always go around, but you risk getting killed. I don't like taking risks here since you can lose your gear. As such, I kill them one by one from afar while taking cover whenever necessary. So far, I haven't died a single time during this event, so I think my strategy works pretty well. Once you are done cleaning the place, please do not open the gate. I see a lot of people instantly opening it in adventure mode and it sucks. If you open the gate while missing supply crates, then you will most likely miss the best event rewards. So search and find first. Then you can go ahead and open it when you are done with that part. Anyway, make sure to inspect the tunnel on the left side going down. There's usually one supply crate there, right around the corner. Then return to the main room and keep going forward by taking the right path. You can jump over it and then proceed to inspect the entire place, tunnels included, until you find the 4 supply crates. It might take a while, but you have plenty of time. So don't worry too much, you have at least 10 minutes to look around and get what you need. As I mentioned, now it's the time to look for the supply crates, which are always located in 3 main areas. In the tunnel going down from the main boss room, right at the first corner, or near the metal junk, one place or the other. You can ignore the rest of the tunnel, by the way, they never spawn there. I have done dozens and dozens of runs and I've never seen a single crate spawning besides these points. You can also check inside lateral tunnels, all of them in the entire place, before and after the gate, or in the secondary train track on the right side past the red gate. The supply crates are blue with the blue Caravan Ridge logo on them, always near a dead caravan member's body, so it's quite easy to spot from afar. Keep in mind that some supply crates are locked, but I have never found a skill lock higher than 0, so it should be fairly easy to grab the supplies inside. The spawns are randomized for the supply crates, that's why I went over the 3 main areas where they can spawn. Alright, once you have found all the supplies, return to the command room. You can jump over the containers if you have a jetpack or the marsupial mutation. Press the red button and it's time to complete the event. After you go past the red gate, there is only one more enemy wave to take down. You can generally find one legendary enemy in this part as well. Now, make sure to defend the brahmins from both sides and use the same tactics as before. Kill the dogs before they reach the brahmins, don't chase the blood eagles while leaving your caravan exposed, and most importantly, do not die. Take cover, heal up, take your time, just stay safe. I mean, even if you have to sacrifice a Brahmin, oh well, it's one event without the best rewards possible. At least you won't lose your gear. There's always a next event, you know? Plus, you can still get value out of the event in the worst case scenario. Anyway, once you kill the last blood eagle, your caravan members will rush towards the exit, and that's why you cannot really look for supplies during this part. Everything happens very fast, and once the last enemy goes down, the event will complete very shortly. Now, let me show you what to expect from the riding shotgun event in terms of rewards. So, I usually complete the event with the 4 supply crates gathered, which unlocks the best rewards possible. Sadly, there's not a lot of fancy stuff to collect, just a few. You can get a bunch of random ammo and normal weapons to sell, as well as 1 pepperoni roll, the new food type, and 1 random aid item such as a steam pack or a radaway. However, the highlights are surely on the 2 treasury notes and the lovely 120 caps. It's curious because this event is not even a public one, but you still get the notes. Anyway, the rare rewards include the Blue Ridge Caravan outfit and gas mask, as well as a backpack skin plan and a camp flag plan. So far, I have only managed to get a full costume, which looks pretty decent, just like a Blue Ridge Caravan member, who would tell. I have also completed the event with less supply crates to see the result, and it basically decreases 10 caps per 1 missed crate. So if you get 3 crates, you earn 110 caps, 2 crates 100 caps, 1 crate 90 caps, and no crates at all equals 80 caps. I believe your chances to get rare items are much inferior if you don't collect the supply crates. So far, I earned 2 outfits with 4 crates collected and the gas mask with 2 crates collected, funny enough. I have completed about 40 events so far, so it may take a while to gather everything that is rare for this event in terms of rewards. Something else you should know is about common bugs during this event. The first one is during the enemy waves. Sometimes enemies get stuck while spawning inside the tunnels. You might not see any enemy, but if your caravan members do not speak or move, it means there is an enemy stuck somewhere. So make sure to check the entire place until you find it. Normally, you will see a diamond indicator when you get close to the stuck enemy. That's always helpful. The second common bug can happen while looting the supply crates, even the locked ones. Every now and then they will appear empty to you when in reality they have something inside, the supplies. If you are soloing and this happens to you, then, well, you are kinda screwed. There's no fix for it as far as I know. However, if you are doing the event with more people, then ask them to check the bugged supply crate. It will most likely show the supplies for them, and that should solve the issue. You can proceed and get the best rewards possible. Now, I have recently discovered that pack brahmins can heal under certain rules. They don't seem to recover while out of combat after you defeat enemy waves. However, when you defeat the captain in the boss room, the brahmins will recover from any injuries, rather quickly actually. This is a really useful feature for solo players in particular. Sometimes my brahmins go down to half HP in the first 2 waves, which means I would probably fail the event with 2 more waves to go. Thankfully, they can heal up midway, and that's really convenient. It ensures that I can reach the end without much of a problem. Alright, lastly I have another feature that might be useful to you for farming purposes. At the exit of the tunnel, you can always find a trader, depending on the NPC party you have just encountered during the event. As I mentioned earlier, there are 3 different caravan parties and each one comes with one different trader: Eugene, Carver and or Rudy. You can find Eugene and Rudy near the front wall and Carver sitting near the blue house. I usually get Eugene in my runs, but it doesn't really matter who you get in this case. What matters is that you can basically harvest all the Blood Eagle weapons and then quickly sell them at the end. Just don't forget to equip your Hard Bargain perk for extra profit. You can also buy some junk or food if you need it right away. Riding shotgun is one of the best ways to farm caps and treasury notes right now. It's pretty simple and quick to do in a party or even alone. Plus, you can collect a bunch of rare items in the process. Of course, it has a huge risk. If you die, you can end up losing your best gear, and that's a really huge risk in my opinion. However, with the right strategy and mindset, every event can be done safely. As I said before, I haven't died a single time yet during the event, and I don't plan to. Ay 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 caramba. Well, I hope these walkthrough and tips were useful to you. That's why I made this video in the first place. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am Marta Branco. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, and well, consider supporting me even further if you really enjoyed my content. The links are always below the video in case you are interested. That's everything for now. I will see you guys and girls very soon in the next one. Until then, take care, adeus, bye bye!